Welcome to the Big Brothers Big Sisters of Puget Sound informational session. At Big Brothers Big Sisters, we're working to better the lives of kids in our program. We want them to have higher aspirations, greater confidence, and improved personal relationships. We want them to avoid risky behaviors and experience positive educational outcomes. In this video, we will take you through our mission and focus, show you the kids we serve, explain our different program options, and discuss what it means to be a mentor. We will take you through the enrollment process and show you other ways to get involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters.
At Big Brothers Big Sisters, we provide children facing adversity with a caring adult and a professionally supported one-to-one mentoring relationship that changes their lives for the better forever.
A little is a child who's between the ages of 7 and 16 and from a low-income household. If they're not from a low-income household, they can still participate in their program if they have had a parent incarcerated at one time, are involved in the foster care system, are struggling behaviorally or academically at school, or from a non-two-parent home. People often wonder, how do we find our littles? And the littles that we get in our program are often through a lot of our community relationships with schools and counselors and social workers. We also have really great word of mouth, so a lot of parents come to us and ask for a big for their littles. The littles also have to want to be in the program, and that's a really neat part about Big Brothers Big Sisters, that all of the children enrolled want a big brother and a big sister.
Now that we know more about the kids we are serving, let's put a face to it and look at some of our big and little pairings.
I think Big Brothers and Big Sisters is a fantastic program for not only people like myself who want to mentor, but also for all the kids that are out there waiting for their bigs to come into their life as well.
In the beginning, I didn't really talk about my feelings that much. If I was feeling a certain way, I wouldn't really say anything. But now that we're more connected and we know each other, like as a person, like inside and out pretty much, I'll tell her how I feel, and same with her, she'll do the exact same thing.
I was pretty hesitant.
Were you?
Yeah, I was like, oh, what's he gonna be like? Is he gonna like me? All the girly stuff that people ask themselves.
That's not girly. Everybody feels like that.
Yeah, I guess so.
I felt like that too. I didn't know if we'd get along or if you'd open up to me and want to talk to me and stuff like that, but I'm really glad that you do.
Yeah, it's worked out perfectly, I guess.
You know, after going through 10 years with Tony, it works. It works really, really well. It's 100% set that I'm going to be a big brother when I get older. It's the things that Tony has done for me, I want to give to somebody else.
There are two different programs that we have to pair bigs and littles, the school and community-based program. In our school-based program, you meet with your little for 1 hour a week at a local elementary school. The school-based program works well for people who have a more flexible work schedule and can commit to at least 12 months, which spans across 2 school years. In the school-based program, it is important that you are there every week and on time. Let them know ahead of any dates that you would need to reschedule. Follow Big Brothers Big Sisters policies, including meeting on school grounds, not exchanging home addresses, and not giving your little gifts. This program also includes staying in contact over the summer with your little through phone, email, or agency-sponsored events. You will have a case manager through this process to communicate with. In our community-based program, you and your little will meet 3 to 4 times a month for outings and events. This program works well for those people who have free time on weekends or weeknights and can commit to at least 12 months. In this program, it is expected that you will communicate with your case manager and the parent of your little so they know your planned activities. It's important for bigs to also be consistent, predictable, and dependable.
A big is not a disciplinarian. Remember that the purpose of a big is to be a mentor or friend, and trying to discipline the little makes it hard to fulfill this role.
A big is not a piggy bank or ATM. The big-little relationship is about the time they spend together, not on money or other monetary items.
A big is not a cure-all. Remember that being a friend, it is not your responsibility to fix every problem, and if the family needs help, the agency is a good resource to go to.
A big is not a babysitter. Other kids, including siblings, should not be participating in big little outings in order to focus on their relationship.
A big is someone who's dependable, someone who's an active listener and not judgmental. They embrace each other's differences and love hanging out with kids.
In our program, we are seeking 3 levels of impact from these relationships. The first is academic success. We want to see our littles graduate from high school and pursue academic goals. The second is an avoidance of risky behavior. We want to help the children in our program feel empowered to make good personal choices. Our last level of impact is social and emotional development. BIGs model positive friendship skills like communication, honesty, consistency, and dependability.
If this is the right volunteer experience for you, here's how our 5-step process works. Step 1 is attending a volunteer information session, which you have now done. Step 2 is to fill out a survey, a link for which is provided in the description box of this video. Make sure you have also completed the online application that we have sent you prior to this information session. After this, we will contact you to let you know if you are able to move forward and schedule an over-the-phone interview at this time, or if it makes more sense to have you wait. Step 3 is for you to come into our offices for a 1 to 2 hour interview. We request that you bring $30 to cover the cost of this background check. It is also a requirement that you have a Washington State ID at the time of interview unless you are a student or in the military. This interview is to make sure that we are a good fit and to learn more about your interests so we can match you with the little accordingly. After the interview, we schedule a 2.5 hour training, run a background check, and check your references. If you're approved, we will let you know once the training, references, and background check are complete. Step 4 is the search for your little. This search can take anywhere from a few days to a year to find the right fit. This is because we are intentional with our matches. We will interview our littles and their families, and once we think we have a good match, we will call you first to tell you about the little to see if you think it is also a good fit. We will also make sure that you can still make the 12-month commitment from this date. If the little or the family does not sound like a good fit, please say no. It is only when you say yes that we call the family to tell them about you and to see if they also think it's a good fit. Once the family says yes, we schedule a match introduction. Step 5 is the match introduction. This is not an opportunity to see if you want to commit. At this point, you have committed to the little and their family. This introduction is when you meet your little for the first time with your case manager. After this, you're an official Big Brothers Big Sisters match. If being a big doesn't work for you right now, or you just want to help out even more, there are many other opportunities to get involved. Since Big Brothers Big Sisters is a donor-supported agency, we appreciate anyone who becomes a donor. We also have donation boxes that you can donate clothes to, and other community events to get involved with, like our Bowl for Kids' Sake fundraisers. There's a growing need in our community for Big Brothers and Big Sisters. We need people who can make a serious commitment to these littles. In watching this video, you have taken the first step in the process to become a Big. If you decide to continue with the next step in becoming a Big, go to the survey link in the description below. We hope you have enjoyed today's video.